After a weekend in the Lake District exploring all around Buttermere with some amazing park-ups, I got a notification that a package that I ordered, a spontaneous package that I ordered, is due to arrive today. But to fit these parcels that are due to arrive, I've had to come to my storage unit. All my tools, everything's in it, so I'll park up there. Seems absolutely mad going up in the lift with just that little box on there. But my unit's all the way up here somewhere. I guess this will show you a lot of the stuff that's actually in that unit, so you'll be able to see some future things coming up. I'll drop this with all of this stuff over here. So this is an electric hookup, so it's like just the actual electric hookup over here. We've got the 50 amp Orion DC to DC charger. That's the Savvy VANZ with a few of the bits and bobs to do with the electricals. We've got rally flaps, that's a water tank thing, and we've got some more stuff under there. So we've got quite a few bits and bobs due to be fitted to the van. Some water pipes because we've got a big thing happening soon. This is all for the electrical, and pretty much everything. I am going to need this for the weekend because next weekend I'm heading down to Norfolk. Oh, we've got the e-bike, some mats, the paddleboard, some camping stuff, loads and loads of firewood. That stuff, that's the material for the ceiling. Got some Sikaflex, some Tiger Seal, a piece of fishing wire. I wanted my toolbox, but I couldn't find it, and I bet it's in the van. Yep, it's already in the van. Got the toolbox, that's for the weekend. The Sikaflex and Tiger Seal, and that fishing wire. I think it's lead core. You see, this thing that I've ordered, or these things that I've ordered, I've been eyeing them up for, I kid you not, 2 years, easily, for this van. It's like an upgrade for the van, and I've just never really been in the position to do it. And now that I am, a little bit, I thought, do you know what? I'll get them and just see what it's all about. And so I got them, ordered them. Then I checked the fitting installation video, and I thought, oh, that's a bit bigger than I expected, and it's going to be even bigger for me because I've got various other attached to the van that I need to get off first, including some bits that are actually glued onto the van. I've got to get them off, fit everything onto the van I've got, then fit all this stuff back onto it, then it should be done. Let's hope there's no problems. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those things where I plan to do it good, and I do it great, but it just takes a lot longer than... loads of random stuff's going to randomly pop up that I'm not expecting. It always happens to me. The package has arrived. Look how big that is. That's way bigger than I was expecting. It came just before I had to go to work, so we'll get that fitted in the morning. And hopefully it does only take 1 day to get it fitted. So this is exactly what I've ordered from that company just there, Transporter HQ. I'll leave the links in the description down below. Yes, I have 2 packets of LED headlight bulbs, but it's not like Amazon where you're going to get it all in this box. What else have I got? Here, look how well packaged this is. You've got one piece there, another piece there, and boom. Look at that. Oh God, I love this. So it's the black insert, the full DRL around there with the sequential indicator. The two, oh, it's just going to be, but this whole video isn't about how I'm going to be fitting a couple of headlights. It's the problems occurred that I'm going to have to overcome because of these. I ordered them. I checked the fitting page, the fitting video they've got on their YouTube channel, and now I'm like, their video is nice and straightforward. For me, it's going to be a lot different. Let me explain. To fit those headlights, I have to get the bumper off, and that's because there's a bolt in there that I need to attach, get to. There's bolts in the top, bolts underneath, all that sort of stuff. However, to get my bumper off means A, I'm going to have to get the bull bar off. Not a massive problem. I'm going to have to get the lights off. Not a massive problem. I'm going to have to get these wheel arch extensions off. That's a problem because these are basically tiger sealed to the van. But if I can get them off from like there to there using that fishing wire trick, that might help. But let's pop the bonnet. There's another issue. When I ordered the Bravo snorkel, I ordered it with the halogen headlight option. Basically, you can see how close it comes to the actual snorkel pipework. There is an option to go for the LED pipework, which is basically a flexible hose. I've still got the halogen. Are they going to fit? Oh, they're going to look amazing. But let's line them up with my belly and just see what I mean? How it just comes into contact with the actual pipework. time to do some googling and see whether I can find the hose. The hose that comes with the LED snorkel pipe is a flexible hose. So I'm just going to Google them, send them a DM, see what happens. So one of my friends over on TikTok, Overlander Gamer, he's got one of these vans. He's got the standard snorkel, Bravo snorkel, just like me. But he's also got these Transporter HQ headlights. So I messaged him. He said, no, it works fine. It's tight and it's snug, but it does work fine. So bargain. This is my plan. Works car park. I've parked up in the back corner, out the way. I'm going to start by doing a little bit around the outside because I've got half an hour to start. Half an hour to do stuff before my truck actually arrives. But then in the morning, I can stay here, get all the work done. So I can stay here for the night, get all the work done, and then I can tiger seal those side wheel arches back on, and then I can go to work, give that tiger seal time to actually cure and stick on. If I'm driving down the road and I've stuck them on, got it all rushed around, got it all done and dusted, stuck them back on, and then drove to work, I don't think they're going to stick. They're just going to be driving along flapping. So I tucked up this corner, got the fishing wire behind, and just kept pulling it back and forth all the way underneath until about there, and it's dead quite flexible, so it just popped off. Not ideal, but 3 o'clock in the morning, that's home for tonight. Last thing I want to do is start driving and the wheel arches start flapping in the wind as I'm driving. There's the before anyway. The next morning, today is the day that they're getting fitted. Unplug the spotlights. We've got to undo this bolt and the other side. 2 bolts underneath that hold the actual bull bar to the brackets. We put the van up on the leveling ramps, but it looks weird without that bull bar and lights now. Underneath the van, there is some taut T15 bolts along the front of the bumper. On the edges of the bumper, you've got loads of these T25s. In the wheel arch, 1, 2, 3 more T25s. It's going to be a pig trying to line all these screws and bolts back up after, but we're getting there. 2 more T25s under the bonnet. Just that one there, and then that one there. In theory, the bumper should just pull off then. There's a really fiddly T25 right up in that wheel arch. In theory, the bumper should come off now. And then with 4 T30 bits, that's these ones just here, comes the headlights. So you've got one just there, you've got one just there, they've got a couple of spaces underneath it, one just in there, and then one all the way down there. I make it look like I know what I'm doing, but up to this point it took me about 2 hours this morning. I keep referring back to the Transporter HQ's actually installation video of these headlights because it's a bigger job than I thought. But it's doable for anybody. I'm really nervous to see whether the headlight actually fits with the snorkel pipework just here. Now, as standard, they come with halogen bulbs already pre-installed into the actual units. I went for the LED option, so it comes with a nice little packet that's got the LED bulbs already in. So I need to take them out and replace them first. It's literally just a case of plug that into the hole and connect that wire up to the original loom. There's the new headlights, there's the old headlights. I've put the bulbs in. I'm going to start fitting one up. I think I'm going to start on this side first, partly because that one screw there's a pain because it's like you can't really get to it. So I'm going to put that bolt into the headlight and then slide it in, then just nip it down. Hopefully it all fits with the snorkel bar tubing pipe stuff just there. Problem, it doesn't fit. It's hitting the actual bar. We've got a big gap just down there, so I'm going to have to take the headlight back out and just sort of have a look and see what I can do. There was a little box, like a control unit, bolted to the actual headlight itself. You can see that box just down there. I've basically just unscrewed that from the actual headlight. I'm going to fasten it all up a bit later, but it fits in. I'm not massively keen on the actual fitment, but I could deal with that later. There's loads of adjustment in it. I'm going to get the other one on now. Oh, yes. Yeah. Now, again, there's some adjustment needing doing on some of the fitment, but I'm going to turn the lights on and just see what it's all about now. I know it's probably, there you go, front assist not available, but that's solely because I've got some of the sensors still unplugged. But if I do that, error, front park pilot, again, that's the sensors out. You can see the sensor light flashing. And then we'll go for hazard lights, and then we'll go and actually have a little look, see whether I've done it right. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's so cool. And that side. Now can you see why I liked them? Look at that. Yeah. Guess it's just a case now of put the van back together. There is however, a problem. And it's a rather large problem, a scary problem. Yeah, let's go over here, have a look in the box of bolts. We've still got leftover bolts, and I have no idea where they're from. I don't know. These are from Transporter HQ as well. They were only 50 quid they were, but see how the sequential, so it goes bloop, bloop. Well, that's what the front indicators do now, and they match top to bottom. Oh, I am so in love with them. But then the DRLs as well, so let's turn the hazards off and go straight for the DRLs, because they should, in theory, just be DRLs. So we get the headlights off, the indicators off. Oh, look at them. Ah, yes. See, now on them, it was just one of the lights that was turned on. Look at that. We just finished, it's night time. Let's go check out what they look like at night. Just the presence of those darker headlights just makes it look evil. Look at that. But oh yeah. They're the day running lights. Oh, they're so good. That's the main headlights. You can see the outer one is on, and that is the main beam where they're both on. The light is definitely a lot more whiter, just look at that. But then if I can turn on my actual spotlights as well, let's go and try it down a little dark lane. I definitely need to do some sort of an adjustment to them slightly. You can see just how far forward they actually go, and I don't want to blind anybody, but look at that. Even when you indicate, you can see it on the side. Look at how bright that is. Whoa, it's properly bright. I am properly chuffed with these, like really chuffed with them. Oh yeah, this was where I was hoping to park. I can't park there because they're doing surfacing work. I'm going to re-tarmac all this area, so I forgot all about that actually. We've got a lot more upgrades to do to the camper van. We've got the Savvy VANZ control panel. That's going to be a screen that goes up here with the control panel, probably in that back unit just up there. That's going to control everything, but also tell us how full the water tanks are. It's going to tell us absolutely even how level the van actually is in all different axes. I've got a new fuse box because I've run out of spaces for the new fuses. Electric hookup cabling. We've been out shopping. This is to do the DC to DC charger, because our one is a 30 amp. We want the 50 amp. We've got it, but it means we're going to have to run the power cable from the battery underneath the seat there to all the way underneath that back corner there. Currently, the cable that's doing it runs all behind all the boarding, and I can't get to it. I can't put the new cable through it, so I'm going to have to go underneath the van. That's going to be a whole challenge in itself. We've got the Starlink going up on the roof of the camper van on the weekend. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be near enough flat mounted on the roof, and it's going to come down. It's going to be converted to 12 volt. I'll go down to Birmingham to get that done. That's Star V mount. I'll leave their links in the description as well. But we've got a lot of more upgrades coming, so if that's something you're interested, trying to watch me problem solving, because a van conversion is just constant problem solving, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're new around here, peace out, guys.